Now let's talk about the CPP, the Convention People's Party. It was a savior and revered by many in the country back then. But the party has seen a dip in fortune since the overthrow of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in 1966. Now, the party does not even have a representative in parliament. Could that dip in fortune change? How? Well, at least that's a message from a new face seeking to bring the party back to power in the Fourth Republic. Dr. Divine Ayivo is a former Reverend Minister at the Adventist Church and believes that he can win the 2020 elections for the CPP. He joins me right now in the studio. Dr. Ayivo, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so what is has the CPP approved you already as the flag bearer?
We are waiting to go to Congress. We have some internal issues that we're trying to straighten up. So
what kind of internal issues are they?
Well, we have some lawsuit raised by the party legal department against some party officials. And that has been in court for a while, since February. And hopefully we will be finished with that by the 2nd of July.
Okay.
And then we have put in an interim management committee, an IMAC, that's going to take us to Congress.
And when is the Congress supposed to happen?
We are hoping it will be towards the end of July or middle of August.
Why is it, has it taken the CPP so long? Mid of August, then you have September, October, November, December, barely 4 months to get through to an election. Is the CPP serious?
Yes.
How so?
We just had some misfortunes, but the whole country is waiting for CPP. It's the third force that people are waiting for. It's what the youth are looking forward to. The youth, some of them have been unemployed for the past 4 years, and then this 4 years, another 8 years is gone. They have no hope. CPP is for the grassroots. CPP is for the youth. CPP is for the ordinary people. And we are the only ones that look to their welfare. And so when we come in, with those 3 months, we can run a campaign, a very serious campaign, and win.
I see. The CPP has, I mean, we've not heard of the CPP. People actually think that it's been run down. So it's such a surprise that you're saying that
it went into hibernation.
CPP went into hibernation.
It went into a little hibernation. And we are coming back. We're rising from the ashes. So, and we will take over the administration of this country.
Well, that's easy to say, isn't it?
It's not easy to say.
It's
you have to have a plan.
To say. You just, what's the plan? Share your plan.
You have to have a plan as you're coming in.
Okay.
For if you don't have a plan and you come into office, before you started thinking of it. So we plan to at least finish all the unfinished business. You know, this modern administrations, if one is doing something and he leaves office, the other one doesn't touch it, they leave it. Like the whole airport. NDC started it. It's almost completed, but NPP will not touch it. They leave it like that.
So who are you? Who are you, and why should people even take you and the CPP seriously now?
Well, my message is very simple. People are fed up. People are tired. And they need a change.
Now tell us, what do you bring? If you talk about change, what sort of change are you bringing on the table?
I'm bringing employment for the youth.
How?
How? By opening factories in every district. You know, one district, one factory. It's an Nkrumah's program. It's part of Nkrumah industrialization program. But we have to open the factories, not waiting for colonialists to come and open factories that benefit them, and they ship everything away. No, we have to go to a region, buy the land, clear it, plant the produce, let the people work the farm, we buy the products from them, we process it right there in the region, we do the packaging, the shipping, everything. So people from that region don't have to come to Accra looking for work.
There was a conversation about a merger between the CPP and the PNC How far with that
I have
project?
not heard anything about that.
You haven't heard anything about
No.
it? You haven't asked? You don't think that if the CPP should do something like that, it will present the CPP and the PNC together as a stronger and a more serious front?
Oh, if they should come, we're open for discussion.
So why aren't you doing that? I mean, you don't have time.
We don't have time, and we have not had that conversation. If we did, fine. I think getting to September, October, a lot of that will happen.
Really?
When people actually see that we are getting there. People are ambivalent right now. But when they see that we are very serious and we're determined to get there with our slogans, many people will join us.
You say that the CPP is a youthful party and you're looking to touch the youth, but you don't look young. You
Oh,
look
I'm very
old.
energetic. I'm very young inside.
Really?
I might look like that, but that's not it.
How many people does the CPP have on their register or on their in their books now? Do you know?
Our books might not be, like I told you, like you yourself said, you didn't believe that the party was there.
I mean,
right?
we haven't heard about the CPP
For a long
like
time,
forever.
yes, yes. But people are there and they're on the fences. They're waiting for leadership. They're waiting for somebody who's determined to do this. And they will all fall in place. Even NDC members will be switching. NPP members will be switching.
People usually say that getting to election, all kinds of people come up. They show their face, they come with all kinds of stories, and they say, oh, we want to do this, knowing very well that the party they are representing will not go anywhere in the election. They say people do that to sometimes make themselves popular, make themselves some money, or use it to push their business. Where do you stand on that?
I am a senior Adventist pastor, been pastoring from '92. I don't need popularity. My church have 700 people, and them and their families, I think I have enough of that.
Okay.
I am not coming to look for money. I'm coming to rescue Ghanaians. Ghanaians who go to sleep and when it rains, water comes into their homes. And they've been going through that since 2008 and it's still going on. Our drains are not cleaned. Basic things. Water for some people to drink. They have boreholes in the villages. Boreholes are broken down and nobody's touching it. They are drinking dirty water. Galamsey has soiled some water bodies, but the people have no choice.
You see.
That's what we're coming to do. We're coming to change that. Our roads, the road, even in Accra, Spintex Road, it was started by His Excellency Arthur Mills. It's still there. We drive through holes and puddles, even today.
I see. So your church agrees for you to get into politics? They're happy with that?
Well, some of them see it as a calling.
So they're pushing you to go?
Yeah, they're behind me.
I see. I'll give you a few seconds, say 30, 45 seconds, to convince people out there who are watching you right now why they should take you and the CPP seriously, even in this election.
You have to take us seriously. We're coming to continue what Kwame Nkrumah left off. All those 30-something factories that were closed down for no reason, we are going to open. We're going to produce of Ghana, like Katanka cars. We're going to support them. If you go to Germany, you see Mercedes and BMW. You go to France, you see Renault and Citroën. When you go to America, you see Ford and Chevy. When you come to Ghana, you need to see Katanka and New Plan. We're going to promote that instead of paying billions of dollars to Japanese government to bring us the Toyota for us to
wrap
drive.
up for me, sir.
So Ghana, I know you are tired. I know you are fed up. I know you're looking for a third force. The only meaningful choice you have is CPP. CPP will change this country and take it back where it belongs. We will tackle education. It doesn't start from the middle, SHS. It will start from the bottom. Nothing begins in the middle. We have to start from the bottom up.
Right.
And we will change this country for the better.
Dr. Divine Ayivo says he wants to contest on the ticket of the CPP. But you earlier wanted to, I mean, you can slowly, bring down your mask so people can see your face. He said he wanted you to see his face so that you can vote for him. Okay, so that's his face. As long as you don't speak, it's fine. You can put it on now. Okay, so that's Dr. Divine Ayibo. He's an Adventist pastor who says he now wants to do politics, and he's doing that on the ticket of the CPP. I wish you all the best, sir.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for coming through.